Out of all 30 active Major League Baseball teams, 24 of them have won at least one World Series. Others have won 27 of them. Damn Yankees. But there have been some teams who have not been able to find success as the years have gone on for them. Some have had 20 to 30 years, and some have had a lot longer. So today, let's look at the most poverty franchises in MLB history. I took a couple things into studying. How long have you been a franchise, and what have you done in your time as a franchise? And at number 5, a team that has a great chance to get off this list by the end of the season, the San Diego Padres. Right now, they're building a young team with Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, Blake Snell, and Yu Darvish, along with Josh Hader and Juan Soto. So basically, they have an excellent chance to get off this list, like I said before. But they've been to there twice, not to mention. But they weren't exactly competitive in those series. So they ended up losing in 5 to the Detroit Tigers in 1984 and getting swept by the Yankees in 1998. Players like Tony Gwynn, Trevor Hoffman, Greg Vaughn, Goose Gossage couldn't win one for San Diego. But maybe Fernando Tatis Jr. could do something that Tony Gwynn couldn't do. And at my number 4 spot, we got the Texas Rangers. They're one low play ball away from Nelson Cruz away from not being on this list. Then again, a strike away from not being on this list. Sorry, Rangers fans. But just like the Padres, the Rangers are also 0-2 in the World Series. But they've been to 2. So that's the best you can say for them. But they have a good chance to get off this season like for the next 3 to 5 years, or at least sometime soon. But for now, they're going to be stuck on here no matter what. Yeah, as I'm scrolling through the list, you already know my point. Players like Elvis Andrus, American League MVP, Josh Hamilton, Vlad Sr., and Natalie Feliz were all part of that notorious squad. But losing the Giants in 5 games, okay. Those same players gave it another run the next year in 2011. But then they lost the World Series again, but not in a good way.
What a team! What a ride! The Cardinals are world champs in 2011.
Again, and with 3 top-runner prospects, go to MLBshop.com. They have a great chance of getting in contention sometime soon. And at the number 3 spot, I have this baseball team called the Seattle Mariners. So for the first 2 teams, I didn't really care. But the Seattle Mariners have been around since 1977 and have not even made it to the World Series once. Imagine being so bad that me, the Brewers fan, can laugh at you. I'm just going to ignore the fact that they won 116 games in 2001. But then they lost to the Yankees in 5 games and haven't felt the same ever since. They had some decent seasons, but have not been able to make it to the World Series ever since. They have a chance to rebuild sometime soon, but they're going to be stuck on this list no matter what. And in the number 3 spot, we have the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, a team that almost made the top 5. This team sucks. They've lost to the World Series in 2008 and 5, and yet again, they also lost it in 7 in 2020 to the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, let's look at some honorable mentions. These are not in any order. If I would have made this list before the 2019 season, the Washington Nationals would have been fine with the number 1 spot and probably would have won that. The Expos have only made the playoffs once, in 1981, but that was it for the Expos. The Washington Nationals, which are the same franchise, have not even made it past the NLDS until their magical run in 2019, which should have never happened. Thanks, Milwaukee. If I have something bad to say about the Chicago Cubs, you know I do. Yes, I get it. The Cubs have 3 World Series championships, and not to mention that they also have 17 National League pennants. But some of those happened when World War I was going on, and another one happened when World War II got done. Imagine being a big market team and taking 108 years to win a championship. Sounds pretty poverty to me. The Anaheim Angels have only been around since 1961 and have been to won that one World Series, which sounds pretty desperate. In fact, if you have one of the greatest hitters of all time. And at number 1, this team made sure they're going to stay on this list for a really long time, the Colorado Rockies. They decided to trade one of the greatest hitters in baseball for nothing by trading Nolan Arenado to the Cardinals. I still don't see why their owner would do this, but not even their owner had words. Hall of Famers like Todd Helton, Larry Walker, Andres Galarraga, Troy Tulowitzki, and Nolan Arenado are all Hall of Famers for the Rockies. They ended up making it to the World Series in 2007. But it was just a really forgettable World Series. That's not me downplaying the White Sox. It was just in 2005, it was just forgettable World Series. Don't get me wrong. But then the Rockies, they went to combine 7-0 in the National League Division Series and the National League Championship Series before it all came crashing down. They decided to get swept by the Red Sox in the World Series. But then as I'm scrolling down here, I see that the Rockies have more pennants than division championships. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Let me know in the comments below. They had a great chance to win the West in 2018, but then they lost to their hated rivals, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They beat the Cubs in the wild card round, but then they got swept by the Brewers in the NLD. It's never been the same way ever since. And that's why the Colorado Rockies are the most poverty franchise in Major League Baseball history. Everyone, that is my list of the most poverty franchises in all of Major League Baseball. Remember, I made this list before the 2022 MLB postseason began, so if you're watching this by 2026 when the Brewers have a dynasty, therefore you're not going to be here very longer. So make sure to subscribe to Two Sore Two Furious, and I'll see you all in my next video.